Hi everyone, my name is Joss of Wild Womb, and today I would love to share with you the top 3 mistakes that I see women make when it comes to growing their self-love, their confidence, their pleasure, their empowered sexuality, all that wonderful stuff. Okay, so before we dive in, I have a free practice. And it's gonna guide you through how to not do these mistakes. So as you're listening to this, if you're like, shit, I kind of do a lot of that stuff, it's okay, it's completely natural. A lot of us do. I certainly used to as well and still catch myself doing it. But I've got this wonderful 30-minute free practice for you, and you can get it on my website, and it's gonna help you boost your pleasure and your self-love and your confidence. And like, who doesn't want that? Like, we all want that as women, and we all totally deserve it. So if you want that, which I hope you do, you can go to my website, wildwomb.space, S-P-A-C-E, and you can grab it, okay? Okay, let's get into it. What are these mistakes? These are the top ones. These are the top 3. Mistake number 1. Mistake number 1 is not doing the potent practices and breath work which let your feminine energy flow. And don't worry if you're like, how am I supposed to do that? Because realistically, like, we're not really taught this as women. We're not shown, how to prioritize our feminine health, our feminine energy. So like, how would you know how to do this? But this is, the top mistake I see women make is that they don't prioritize these practices. And if you're like, what are the practices? They're in my free practice to boost your pleasure and self-love. So you just go and download that and you'll know exactly what to do. What we know about feminine energy, you may have heard this called Yoni Shakti. Now I'm kind of referring to Eastern yogic philosophy here, is that your feminine energy and the feminine energy that is everywhere in the universe, it just wants to flow. That's all that it wants to do. It just wants to flow freely, to move fluid like a soft flowing river. And you can simply help it do that with these practices and breathworks, okay? So that's mistake number 1. Mistake number 2, 0 cycle awareness, 0 cycle tracking. So many women do this, and again, it's not your fault. Now, of course, not all women menstruate, and not all those who menstruate are women, right? But if you happen to bleed, I see this so often, 0 cycle awareness, okay? This is not our fault. This is society's fault. I completely blame patriarchy and society, so do not be hard on yourself for this stuff. Mistake number 3. This is a big one, actually. I'm not sure, these are all equally major mistakes, but mistake number 3 is a big one, and that is that there's way too much self-doubt in your life, girlfriend. Is that you? Do you have a lot of self-doubt? Do you not trust yourself? Right? So this is what I see, is the self-doubt is up here, and it's just like ruling women's lives, and then the intuitive power is down in the dirt down here, getting no airtime. So it's just about balancing that out, just like releasing some of the self-doubt and just like really trusting your intuitive power. So that is it. Those are the top 3 mistakes. So number 1 is there's absolutely no practices to let your feminine energy flow. Mistake number 2, 0 cycle awareness. Mistake number 3, way too much self-doubt. Way too much lack of trust. Is that proper English? Yeah. Not enough trusting yourself. If you hear yourself in any of this, it's okay. You're not bad. You're not making mistakes that can't be fixed and improved. This is about self-appreciation, not self-improvement. So just remember that as you hear these mistakes, it's not that you have to fix something and achieve something outside of you. It's just about pausing where you are and saying, you know what? I'm going to appreciate myself, and I'm going to trust myself, and I'm going to tap into what's already here. I've already got it. It's just a matter of knowing how to tap into it and letting it flourish and grow. That's it. So I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. And again, if you hear this, if you hear yourself in this, in these mistakes, in these stories, go grab my practice and take those little baby steps on your journey and start healing and growing today. And I am here for you every step of the way. So again, you're going to grab it on wildwomb.space, SPACE. And if you want to give me a follow on Instagram, it's at wildwomb_Joss, JOSS. Thank you so much, and I hope that you can take that ritual, you can start boosting your pleasure, boosting your confidence, and feeling totally amazing, because you really, really deserve it.